Okay. Hey, Brandon, how you doing tonight? Oh, looks interesting. Alrighty. Alrighty, Rich Bruner, how are you? How all y'all doing? All y'all. Okay, so good evening, everyone. This is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, and consistent 1%. Picaris, holy cow, I haven't heard from you in a while. Tim from Mississippi, checking in. We spoke this morning. I'm going to get them two trucks for my birthday. Cool beans, man. I love to hear the progress. How's the throat? It's a little bit sore, so we might do an hour tonight. That's about it. I've been feeling it already. How's the grandson with school? He's having a blast. Okay, the teachers are saying he's very well behaved. He's liked by the other kids, and he just seems to be getting along wonderful. Well, that's a good thing. Granted, he doesn't remember his friends' names. I said, what's your friends? You got some friends at school? Yep, what's their name? I don't know. What can you expect from a 4-year-old? Anyway, let's just get to it. It is the beginning of week number 11. Week number 11 for the third quarter for 2024. Week 11 for the third quarter. We got 2 weeks left to go. We have this week and then 2 more, and then we're into the fourth quarter. Holy cow. So let's just jump on in, see where we are, see where we're going. We're going to do a little bit differently today. I'm not going to take suggestions from you guys. We're going to take a look at, considering it's Monday, and we'll take a look at all the new stocks that we picked up for the week. Let's just go over some of them that we picked up over the last couple of weeks and see what you guys think. First one is going to be Intel. Intel, I love Intel. Now, Kathleen Nestor, how are you, jellyfish? Darren, how's it going? Potato, ExxonMobil, huh? Cool beans. Old Manchester. All right, so let's just jump on in and see what we can do. ExxonMobil will be the first one on the list. Why not? ExxonMobil. Here we go. I love ExxonMobil. I really do. Now, ExxonMobil's been around for a while. It's currently sitting at 115.39. Let's take a look at the chart. Here's your high. Here's your low. Here's what it was a year ago, and here's where it is now. So about a year ago, we're at 116. Well, we're at 115 now. So what happened all year long? Went up and went down. Sorry, Picaris, you've been here long enough. You know PLTR is a no. Doesn't have dividends. It's a no. Sorry. You know this, Picaris. You've been here before. All right, so here's the high of the year, low of the year, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. The 115s. So tomorrow's Tuesday. The 115s are going for 190. Sorry. 187. That's well over 1%. Now we're looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, how do we do that? Well, we buy the stock and then we sell the option, the stock option, the call option, also known as a covered call. Julie C. How you doing? I'm feeling good today. I had plenty of rest. But I can feel it's not hurt already, so we'll see if we can get an hour out of this, but I'm not going to push it. All right? So I tried today not to talk as much. Yesterday, I think I spoke like 12 or 13 words. Today, a little bit more because I had a couple phone calls to reply to. So, here we go. 187 on a 115. So let's do the quick math on that. Clear. 187. Now 187 is the premium I am going to collect if I buy it at 115, sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at 116. We're talking about ExxonMobil. Okay, they've been around for a long time. They've seen a lot of crap. Darvin Lee, how you doing? I just want to see what kind of rate of return I'm going to get. So 187 is the premium. If I'm selling the 115s, I'm going to take 39 cents off that right off the top. Damn it. All right. So I'm going to take 39 cents off of this. And that gives me a grand total of 148. So I'm walking away with 148 thoughts on Walgreens after what happened today. Jerry, we'll take a look at Walgreens just after we finish with ExxonMobil. You take the profit. Dark Waters, how you doing? You take the profit that we're walking away with, the 148, and we divide it by the purchase price, 115. Not 115.39 because we already subtracted the 39 out of the equation. So we divide it by 115, and we end up walking away with 1.28% for the week on ExxonMobil. And that's only 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Braylon Riley. Cool name, Braylon Riley. All right, way to go. All right, so I like ExxonMobil. Let's look at the last 30 days. Last 30 days on ExxonMobil looks something like this. Check it out. Now this is like an invitation and a half. Number one's ExxonMobil. We all know who they are. Okay, 30 days ago we're at 118. Okay, we hit a high at 121, dipped a little bit, recovered, and then here's our 30-day bottom right here. I love a 30-day bottom coming off of a 30-day high, because what happens then? Well, the 30-day bottom with a good quality company has a tendency to go back to the upside. Well, we have 1 day of the upside today. Okay, we're at 111 on Friday. Now we're up at 115. Nice movement to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside. Well, today was one. Tomorrow might be another. What does ExxonMobil usually do this time of year? Well, let's check it out. ExxonMobil, this time of the year, has a tendency to basically just go sideways. Okay, right there, sideways. Bama Redneck, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the jungle. All right, anyway, let's just get going. All right. So that's ExxonMobil. I like ExxonMobil. We got 1 more day to the upside. That would be a perfect jump in my humble opinion. I like a 30-day bottom. I like 2 days to the upside after a 30-day bottom, especially on a good stock like ExxonMobil. All right, next on the list, we got somebody a little bit worried about Walgreens. Well, what did Walgreens do today? WBA. Now, I'm crossing my fingers because I'm hoping there's another day to the upside. And it was! Oh, yeah! All right, so let's take a quick look. Walgreens, here we are. Here's the high of the year back in December. A year ago, we're at 22. Now we're at $8.09. Now, the Can Man, well, I'm glad you like Walgreens as much as I do, Kevin Lang. Cannot see the stock chart screen on YouTube. Stock chart screen on YouTube, why not? Thank you for that. All right, stock chart. Why is it not doing it? So I'm quickly running on over to YouTube. Bud, sorry dude, Bud is a monthly optionable stock. And run over to YouTube real quick, see what's happening there. Oh, he's right, nothing there. Well, let's fix that. Dividend capture, display capture, automatic, there we go. That should be it. Video capture, work to the upside. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so give me a couple seconds. Well, there's me there. All right, yay. That's not the one I want to take a look at. All right, yay. That's not the one I want to take. All right, why is this one lagging? There it is. All right, that should be fine in a couple of seconds. Okay. All right, that'll be fine in a couple of seconds. All right, let's get back to where we were. And where were we? We were about to look at WBA. All right, Simone, how are you doing? What service and good do you exchange for trade? Ooh, favored elf. Well, that's a freaking cool name, dude. What service and good do you exchange to trade? If it's not too much, what financial advice would you give for younger people wanting to trade? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's delve into that one for a little bit and see if we can satisfy our favorite elf. Okay, basically what I am doing here is I am sharing a trading strategy that I created specifically for my 9-year-old daughter. Now, she was 9 years old, and my assumption is if you're here on this current platform, you are older than 9. So, hypothetically speaking, if you don't think too much, it should be pretty damn easy for you. Now, what we're looking to do, when I had my daughter, 9 years old, back in 2008, ask me, Daddy, can you teach me to do what you're doing? Okay, so now I had the challenge of coming up with something that is okay for a 9-year-old. It had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose. Did you get that last one? No way that she could lose. All right, so here we go. To come up with that strategy, I had 5 rules, and they were pretty simple. Rule number 1, never buy something you do not understand. Okay, that's easy enough. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It kind of defeats the purpose. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Me personally, I like 20 years of evidence of them being consistently profitable. What do I use for that? I use the dividend. Because the dividend is the portion of the profits the corporation gives back to the shareholders. That is you and that is me. When we're buying and selling stocks, we become shareholders. We own a portion of the company. Very small portion. We don't get very much say in the company, but we still own a part of the company and we are entitled to a portion of the profits. I personally like 20 years of consistent increased dividends. Rule number 4, make sure the company has weekly options. Weekly option is different than a monthly option. A monthly option, you can only do it once a year. A weekly option, you can do it every single week. Now, there's 52 weeks in a year. That means I can get 52 checks a year besides the dividends, besides all that capital appreciation, all that crap. But that's what I'm looking for. A safe, oh, fuck. I'll tell you one thing I have for you younger guys. Don't get old. It's no fun. Not a job for the lighthearted. Okay. 4th, weekly options. I want to make sure I can get a weekly cash flow. Okay, I don't want to sit in front of the computer. I want simple, safe, predictable. I want to be done and over within 10 or 15 minutes. That's why you hear every single video I do is, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. So, this strategy was created that once you understand it, it should take you less than 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week, because you want to keep an eye on your money. Most people spend more time planning a barbecue than they do in their personal finances. 10 or 15 minutes a day, once you understand it. It's kind of like tying your shoes, driving a car, doing your homework. It's something you get used to doing it and you consistently do it. Okay, fine, great. 1% per week, that's over 50% per year. It's a safe, predictable, and consistent trading strategy. It's one of the safest trading strategies there is. It's called a covered call, where you buy the stock and you sell somebody the rights to buy it from you for the exact same amount you paid for it, and then you collect what is called the premium. And if the premium is more than 1%, well, that's over 50% per year. I'm going to apologize up front. I'm not going to make it the whole 2.5 hours. I'm having issues talking too much. Can you believe that? Me talking too much. Hurting my throat, my vocal cords to be more precise. Simone, how are you doing? Wonderful. JP Morgan. We're going to take a look at JP Morgan in a bit. Let's finish up with Walgreens. Now, Walgreens, we've been following since January. We've seen all this crap, and we followed it down. Why? Well, because Walgreens has been around for 170 years. 170. They get 8,700 stores worldwide. They own a bunch of other things other than the stores. Now, the pharmacies, all kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Yes, they're having a little bit of difficult time. That's probably due to the current administration not being soft on crime. There you go, being soft on crime. So we're having issues with a lot of stores because of theft, and then they don't want to prosecute offenders. They don't want to get, don't want to make criminals feel bad. They need their safe space. They need to be able to rob someone and get away with it. It is what it is. You guys want a Democrat? You got the freaking Democrats. This is what you get. Anyway, don't get me started. All right. So we're at 891. A year ago, we were sitting at 22. Then we topped off at 2701 in December. Now take a look where we are. Here's your 30-day bottom on Thursday. Friday was an up day. Today is an up day. Freaking awesome, I think, because 2 days to the upside. For me, this is just for me. You guys figure out on your own. But for me, 2 days to the upside isolates the 30-day bottom. Because it could be just the bottom. Hold on a second. I'll show you this real quick. You'll understand. Okay? Okay. Does it look like the bottom? No. It looks like next day could be lower. But see, there's no isolation. There's no proof that that's the bottom. Me, I like 2 days to the upside. Okay? Friday, Monday. Okay? Friday, Monday. Both days to the upside. Great. Perfect opportunity to jump in. We're currently at $8.91. The closest strike price is going to be the 9. You take, oh, that's 2 weeks. Hold on. That's the 20th. I don't want to look at the 20th. I want to look at the 13th. Because the 13th is this Friday. Okay, so if I buy this tomorrow morning at $8.94, I can then turn around the exact same moment, okay? At 9:30 in the morning, I can buy the stock. At 9:31, I can sell the option. Now, I'm going to sell the option at the exact same price I paid for it, or close to it. Because right now, the current price is at $8.94. But the closest strike price, when you're dealing with options, it's strike price. Like, what did I buy it for? $8.94. What am I selling it for? Well, either $7, $7.50, $8, $8.50, $9, $9.50, so on and so forth. Me, I'm going to take a look at this one, and I'm going to look at the $9. So if I sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at $9, well, I get two things. Number one, I get this premium right away, 15 cents a share. That's over 1.5%. Well, it's Walgreens, it's 1.5% for the week. I like Walgreens, I like 1.5%. But what else am I getting? If she goes above 9, by Friday, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we got a 30-day bottom here, 2 days to the upside, 30-day high here. So what do you think's going to happen? She drops, and then she turns around and goes back up. It's kind of like a seesaw. Remember that in elementary school? Up, down, up, down. That's all stocks do. Don't kid yourself. Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down. They do not do anything else. They do not come to your house, wash your windows. They do not fold your laundry. They do not make your bed, put little candies on your pillows at night. No, they don't. They go up, they go down. That is it. That's it. They go up, they go down. So, 30-day high, 1120, 840. That's a difference of 260. Now, 260 on an $8 stock, that's almost 25%. Almost 25% drop. Well, of course it's going to be some rebound. People are going to jump in and say, you know what, this could be the bottom. Think about it. Okay, because they have 8,700 stores worldwide. They own a beauty line, some makeup, and they own a bunch of other things. But I like Walgreens. I have no problem buying Walgreens. All right, so let's keep on going. Yep, I might not even last a half hour. Damn it. All right, let's keep going. All right, what are we looking at next? J.P. Morgan. I don't think so. Yeah, J.P. Morgan's going to be a no this week. I'm just saying this week, only because I can't read that name. Pause. I'll just call you Pause. J.P. Morgan, look where it is. Here's your high right here. She's coming down, not down far enough, in my humble opinion, because you're all the way down here at 190 to 235. That's a $35 increase. Colton, how you doing? A $35 increase. Well, there's going to be more than, what is that, $9 profit taking? $35 increase and a $9 drop. No, there's got to be more than that. In my humble opinion. I could be wrong, and I have no problems admitting when I'm wrong. But I don't see it with J.P. Morgan. At least not this week. You know what? Let's write J.P. Morgan down 3 weeks. Okay, so I figure 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if she's going to come down. So let's put it down for a couple of weeks and see what happens. Colton, I watched all of the videos that was live. I don't think so. Because if you think about it, Colton, you signed on a couple of days ago. Now, think about this for a second. January 2nd to today, okay? All those days, 2.5 hours each and every session. Now, each and every session, I missed 2. Last night, I cut it to an hour, and the night before, I cut it to an hour. Other than that, that's a lot of freaking live videos. I don't think you watched them all. And I have simultaneously, while I do these, I also do a podcast, and there's over 900 episodes of that, so you can't see everything. All right. What was next? Oh, Scooter's here. Scooter! Oh, what was that question? Oh, wow, I missed all these. All right, sorry, I missed it. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, I'm scrolling through all the questions that I missed. A lot of them just say so-and-so joined. All right, let's keep going. Okay, Julie, take a rest. We will be here tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to put in an hour, so we're going to go to about 10 o'clock, or if it gets worse. Andrea, how are you? Macy's at 451. Macy's. 1451. Ooh. Now, Macy's is my favorite, in case you guys didn't know that. Best website to get information. Key dye. Oh. Alright. Last 30 days. This is Macy's for the last 30 days. Now, just to let you guys know, and for those that are you new, those who've been here for a while, you know that Macy's is my favorite. Macy's been giving me anywhere between 1.5% to 2.5% every freaking week. It's awesome. All right, 30 days ago we're at 1550. We jumped up to 18. Big gap down. I'm looking forward to this thing filling. Gaps have a tendency to fill. Now Macy's had 4 opportunities for a buyout this year. 4 for a buyout. They said no to all 4. Well, look where we are now, 1451. Okay. This is a new 30-day bottom. So again, Macy's, I do own some. I'm not planning on selling it, right? So at this moment in time, the 1450, 1472, so I can buy it for the 15s. No, what the hell? Yeah, it's at 1472 at the moment. So the last traded price was 1451. Does somebody see that besides me? Anyone? Okay, the last traded price, 1451. The bid, 1455. The ask, 1472. Both the bid and the ask are higher than the last traded price. So tomorrow, this thing's going to turn around and go back up. The market maker's already tipped his hand and says that the bid and the ask are higher than the close for today, which means he's going to push it up tomorrow. That's a little tidbit that you might want to keep an eye on, because these right here give you a little bit of clues of what's going on. All right, so it doesn't look as favorable today at 1451, 1472. You have to wait till the morning because this does not look that favorable. In the 15s, no. Sorry, Macy's don't look good this week. Don't get me wrong, I love Macy's. I continue buying it. I'm not planning on selling it. So anyway, that being said, let's move on. Yeah, Calibri, I know that. Okay, you can only drink so much honey. All right, right now I have honey mixed with water, and it's extremely soothing as I drink it slowly. The only bad part about it is as I continue to talk, it continues to get irritated. Scooter, I appreciate you always giving me direction on how to manage my money. Okay, Scooter, I'm going to say this every single time you say something like this. I am not your financial advisor. I am no kind of financial coach whatsoever. The only thing I do is I read the numbers that I see and I interpret the chart the way I see it. That's all. I do not give any financial advice whatsoever. In fact, I encourage you people to go do your own research. Talk to your own financial advisors. Ask yourself, does this make sense? That's it. Does it make sense? And then go from there. Okay, keep on going. How often do I roll over? Simone, you've been here long enough. You know that question I can't answer until on a Friday. because I buy on Mondays, like I spent all my money today, all 3 accounts. Now I have 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Okay? I show you every single trade that I do. Now, I cannot tell you if we're going to do a rollover this week until Friday comes, because we jump into positions on Monday, and then stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. Best thing we can do is to see the direction it's going, watch the flow, watch how much volume is going in and out on a daily basis. Now, I'm here twice a day. Once in the morning with my morning trading group. For those of you interested, it is a paid service. You pay, and then you get to see me actually do physical trading, and then you can ask me any questions you want, and it's live and interactive. That's where people get the value from. It's live and interactive, and I walk you through, and I make sure that you understand the pros and cons of doing such a thing like that. All right, so here we go. So Simone, it's all about the numbers. Come Friday, we take a look. Well, we look at it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday was actually decision day because options expire on Friday. We want to make sure we're in the safest position. All right. Okay. All right. Ryazcad. Ryazcad, is that right? Ryazcad? All right, PLTR is a no. Dell is one of my favorites. Let's take a quick look at Dell. Now, the reason why PLTR is a no the reason why PLTR is a no is because they have no dividends, but Dell does. So let's take a look at Dell. And I like Dell. Okay, I know who Dell is. Now, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So certain companies, I know who they are. I know who Valero is. I know who Macy's is. I know who Dell is. PLTR, never really heard of them. Oh, Palantir. True at the present moment. Yeah, I know who they are, but they don't have dividends, so they're going to be a no. I have 300 companies to keep track of. Do I really want to do 301, especially when 301 doesn't fit? Okay, there's a certain puzzle piece that we're looking for. And that puzzle piece is 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. That's just 2 criteria. Only 2. 2 criteria is all I'm looking for. There's 9,600 different companies you can choose any single day of the week. I only like 300 of them. That's it, because only 300 have consistently increased their dividends and have weekly options. That's what I'm looking for. Consistent, safe, predictable 1% per week. Now, if I was a younger man, maybe I'd do something like that. But no, I'm getting up there. Cool Duty. Cool Duty. Cool name, man. I like that name. Cool. All right, so anyway, Dell, let's take a look. A year ago, a year ago, 72.30. We bottomed out at 62.90. Topped out at 180. Do you see that? Goes from 62 to 180. That's a 300% increase. 300% increase. Well, of course there's going to be profit taking. And there was a shitload of profit taking. It went from 180 down to 90. So it goes up. Within a year, it goes up 300%. Drops 50%. Now she's back up 30 some odd bucks. I love speaking the language. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see what he says. I love speaking this language, sir. You have earned my subscription. Woohoo! Cool beans! Alrighty. Alright, so let's keep on going. Alright, so here's our bottom here. 68, 65, 180, now we're down to 90. We're currently sitting at 105. Okay, great. So what does that mean? Well, let's take a look at the last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days for Dell. 30 days ago, we're at 88. We shoot up, plateau, go sideways for a bit. Here's our peak at 118. Okay, from there, we drop down to 102. Today's an up day at 105.89. We can get at 106. Oh, do you see that? Did anybody see that? Let's take a look at this. It's below the 52-week high. Good evening, Lucky Larry. How you doing? Take a look at this. The last trade, 105.89. Check it out. The bid 106.74, the ask 106.85. Do you see that? Market makers pushing this one up tomorrow also. Just so you know. 106, the 107 is going for almost $2, 192. That's a nice freaking return also. If you like Dell, that's the biggest question. If you like it, great. Buy it. No, invest in it. Buy it as if you're going to hold on to it for a long period of time. And if you do, this is not a recommendation. I'm telling you, the numbers work. Do your due diligence. Find out what you need to know about this company, Dell, and then ask yourself, does it make sense to me? Is this something that I want to take a look at? Is this something that I want to invest in? Then take a look at the numbers. Well, if I buy it at 106.85, I sell the 107s, I'm getting two things. Number one, I'm getting 192, which is well over 1%. I would try to sell credit spreads. Oh, I like credit spreads, but here's the thing. I don't talk about credit spreads here. I talk about one strategy only, and that is dividend capturing with covered calls. I call it dividend capturing 2.0. It's a safe strategy. All right. First off, I'll be collecting the 192 per share. Let's do a quick check on what that actually equals to. Calculator. 192. And we want to divide that by the purchase price, the actual purchase price. 106.85. That gives me a grand total of 1.79. Now that's just the premium, 1.79%. If I buy it tomorrow morning at the market open at 106.85, okay, great, I can get 1.8%. But here's the kicker. If she goes above 107 by Friday, look where she is now. The market maker is pushing it up. You can't deny the numbers, because the numbers are what they are. Here's the last trade of the day, 105.89. The bid, the ask. Okay, great, 106.85. The difference between 106.85 and 107 is 15 cents. And I know 15 cents doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you take that 15 cents and you add it onto the 192. Well, now you're getting, what was it, 117? 107? You're getting over $2. Well, what is it? Hold on a second. Okay, 15 cents plus the 192. Okay, great. Now it equals 207. Great. Now we're going to divide that by the purchase price, 106.85. And what does that give us? Well, that gives us 1.93%. That's close to 2% a week. Now, do you realize what 2% a week equals? I mean, think about it. 2% a week over a 52-week period, that's over 100% per year. We're talking about Dell. We're not talking about a company you've never heard of. Okay, now you're not going to get 2% every single week. My goal is 1% because I like 50% per year return. If you can get 2, great, why not? But here's the thing. Stocks go up, stocks go down. You're going to buy something, it's going to go down. On the flip side, you're going to buy something and it's going to go up. You can't have both. All right, Carlo, you should prepare voice memos for great communications. You usually share each night. Save your voice. Yeah, that's good. But all right, Valero. I like Valero. Let's take a look at Valero. Then VLO. Oh, fuck, I was right. Cool, Valero. Ooh, this one we should keep our eye on. $145 a year ago. We bottomed out at 120, shot up to 185 before she drops. Now we're sitting at 134. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Great, at 134. Okay, the current price is at 137. The 137 is going for 85. That shouldn't be right. It shouldn't be 137. Okay, because the bid's 132, the ask is 137. Now, usually, especially with a stock with almost 3 million shares, that's only about should be a 3-cent difference between the bid and the ask. This one is got way too high, 132 to 137. That's a $5 spread. No, that's not right. So go close to this, the 135, 161. Here's another one. Valero quickly could give you 1% for the week. So let's take a look at the last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago, today was the 30-day high. Yesterday, well, Friday, was the 30-day bottom. Today was a little on the upside. Okay, great. I like today on the upside, but I like 2 days to go up. So today was up. If tomorrow's up, it'd be a perfect opportunity to jump in. But always, someone, how you doing? My throat's hurting me today. So always, first thing in the morning when the market opens, all these numbers are going to change. And that's all they do all day long. They change. Yeah, it's like a roulette wheel, spinning around, and you just pick the best one you possibly can, because you're not going to get the best. Michelle, you want to take a look at Mara. I love Mara. Someone, oh yeah, me too. My throat has been killing me since the morning. Yeah, okay. I've been talking for 2.5 hours for, what month are we in? Not 9 months. Holy shit. Ooh, sorry. 9 months talking for 2 hours to nobody. I'm looking at a screen. I'm seeing these words pop up, but is anyone answering me back? No. All right, anyway. So that's Valero. I like Valero. I'm going to write that one down, VLO. What else we have written down? We have written down Dollar General, CVX, Ford, and Apple. Cool beans. Well, let's go on to the next one. The next one, Michelle wants to take a look at Marathon. Now, I'm only going to put in an hour because I'm terribly sorry. You know, I'd like to put in 2 hours, but let's see how long the voice can hold out before it actually gets really bad. All right. Mara. Just to let you know, I do own some Marathon. Okay? All right, here we go. A year ago, here we are, 10. Bottomed out at 8. Topped out at 34. That's a big spread between $8 bottom and 34. That's a 400% increase. Think about it, 400%. That's huge. So from there, she drops down, channel sideways, drops. Here we are at 1462. We have an update today. Oh, here we go. We have another one. This will be like the 5th one tonight. 1462, the bid. 1469, the ask 1470. Market maker's going to push this one up tomorrow. I'm okay with that. That's 2 days to the upside. Let's zoom in and take a look at that 30 days. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? I mean, think about it. It does. 30 days ago, she drops. Shoots up, 30-day high, shoots down, 30-day bottom, 1 day to the upside, one more perfect opportunity to jump in. I like 30-day bottoms with 2 days to the upside. Here's your 30-day bottom, 1 day to the upside, one more day to the upside will be a perfect opportunity to jump in my humble opinion, for me. Not for you. You guys do your own research, figure out what is right for you. I do not make suggestions. I do not make recommendations. I just ask you to look at the data, look at the information, ask yourself a question. Does this make sense? Is this right for me? Those are questions you need to ask for yourself. All right. Next on the list, Johnny Boy. What's the minimum I can start with a prop firm? Okay, dude, I don't do prop firms. Sorry, and prop firms, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, a prop firm you have to zero out by the end of the day. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure. What about a monthly option with week left? Sorry, CMG. If you miss it, you're stuck holding it for another 4 weeks. Don't get me wrong. You can, hypothetically, possibly, maybe, get 1% with the last week on a monthly option. But what if you miss it, even by a penny or 2 pennies? Let's say you sell the 20 and it closes at $19.95. You're going to be stuck with that bitch for another 4 weeks. Sorry. Whirlpool. Ooh, I like Whirlpool. WHR. Whirlpool. Okay, a year ago we have our high at 137. We dropped down to a bottom at 84. Shoot back up 115, drop. So we settled at 97.11. So at 97.11, ooh, I didn't plug that. Don't worry about that. We won't be here long enough. 97.11. The 97s, so we'll be looking at the 98s over a buck. That's over 1%. Okay, we've only missed one. We've looked like 8 stocks so far, and every single one of them was over 1%. Does Macy's pay weekly? No, Macy's doesn't pay weekly. Macy's has weekly options. There's a huge difference between the two, Matt. Okay, now, Macy's pays quarterly. So they have a dividend every 90 days. Almost every company that I personally look at pays a dividend every 90 days. But also, they have weekly options, which allows me to buy at the current price, $97.60. The closest strike price I'll be looking at is going to be the 98, and that's going for 105. So if you catch the 105, and if she retires on Friday over 98, I'll also get the difference, which is an additional 40 cents a share. So you get the 40 cents a share difference between the purchase and the sale, and then you get the 105 premium, just for doing someone a favor. That's the way I look at it. Salco, nice to see you again. DJ Anderson. Do that difference would show in extended hours trading price. Extended hours trading prices is kind of complicated because what you're seeing here on most trading platforms, these aren't after hour numbers. These are closing numbers. So there's a whole different world for after hours and pre-hours. CMG, what about month? I already did that one. Does Macy pay weekly? No, it does not. Jellyfish. Uh-oh, Jellyfish had a question. I gotta find it. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, I missed all these questions. Can we do index options NDX? Apparently not. Oh, what the hell, dude? Really? $18,000 a share? Come on. Alright, TSLY, no. What time frame? What time in the morning do you meet? 9 a.m. Now, I have no control over when the stock market opens. It opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I jump in a half hour early so that we can talk about what is coming up before the market opens. Then at market opens, we start buying and selling. Brema Music. I'm here. Cool beans. I can go to bed now. Brema's here. All right, CMG, you asked me that question 3 times. What about monthly options with a week left? No, I don't like monthlies, period. Randall Ray, what if you can roll it midweek and pick up 1% or more again? Randall Ray, you've been here long enough and you know it's always, always, always about the numbers. Always about the numbers. What do you have invested? What do you have to risk? What is your return? How safe do you feel about that? Honey Crown would work wonders on your throat. You mean Crown Royal? Yeah, I don't drink, sorry. Water and honey's about as hard as I go. Well, except I did hot toddy and I hate those things. I tried a few things, basic Robin Hood, Webull stuff. Have had some success, some losses, very minor. Alrighty then, CMG. What? CMG, alright, you asked that question one more time, I'm going to block you. That's the 5th time you've asked that question. What about monthly option with a week left? No, no, and no. No and no. That's 5 times. Where the trading course at? I don't have one. I should put one together. Please, where do you get your list of 300 stocks that consistently pay dividends? Okay, Charles, you ready? Got a piece of paper, pencil, crayon, marker, mascara, lipstick, chalk, whatever? Okay. Go to Google. Google search. Dividend Kings List 2024. 64 companies that have increased their dividends for more, 54 companies increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. That's 50 years. Dividend champions and dividend aristocrats. Okay? Over 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for 25 consecutive years. Dividend contenders list 2024. 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends between 10 years and 24 years. Then you can always, just for the fun of it, throw in Warren Buffett's stock list 2024. Because if it's good enough for Warren, good enough for me. Okay, trading, buying, and holding, but can't really follow the candlesticks. Ooh, bring the music. You're going to love this one. You ready? Here we go. Let's zoom on in. All right. Here's your candlesticks. Really not that difficult if you think about it. You take your cursor, right, and you put your cursor over one of the candlesticks. Now, what you're going to notice on a candlestick, you have a wick at the top and a wick at the bottom. You also have a horizontal line at the top and a horizontal line at the bottom. Okay? All the candles all have the same characteristics, but they have different meanings. Are you ready? So, on a red day, that's considered as a down day. The top of the wick is the high of the day, the high price of the day. The bottom of the wick is the low price of the day. The top of the wick, of the candle on a red day is the opening price, right? The bottom of the candle on a red down day is the close of the day, okay? So, open, close, high, low. Okay, that's one day. See the date? 6/20/24. You move the cursor one spot over, 6/21/24, the very next day. The open, the high, the low, the close. Okay, you move your cursor one more time. Okay, another day. 6/24. Open, close, high, low. On a green day, it's kind of opposite. The wicks are the exact same. The high is the top of the wick. The low is the bottom of the wick. But here's where it changes. On a green day, the bottom line is the opening price. The top line is the closing price. So, open, close, high, low. And as you move the cursor to each individual one, the date changes. So it's the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, so on and so forth. It's really not that difficult. And if you go up to the top here, you have the date, the open, the high, the low, the close, and the range. R is the range. It's how much difference between the top and the bottom. Okay? All right. All right. Bring the music. Hope that worked out for you. Charles. Not give you a list because that would be a recommendation. Thank you, Redneck. I don't give out recommendations. My bad on my number. I've added the missing digit. Thank you for checking. Oh, Sandman. Yeah, I tried calling you, dude. You were missing a number. Diana. Hello, and how are you? Diana Cowdrick. Well, hello to you. Soap suds my butt. Oh my goodness, that's a lovely name. I'm not going to repeat that one, but okay. DG, what stock are we looking at? I just got here. That was one we're not looking at. Okay, AT&T's popping up next. Here we go. William, how are you doing? Yeah, Diana, that was kind of funny what Soap had to say. William, how you doing? Lori, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is Trump an investment? I can't answer that one. I don't do politics. Can I join, and could you give me advice? Well, you can join, but I don't give advice. Well, I kind of do. My number one advice is learn as much as you can. My second piece of advice is do paper trading before you put any real money into it. Third piece of advice, do your own due diligence. Find out what works for you. We are all different. Those are my 3 tidbits of advice. Tech industries. Diana, I don't separate my stocks by industries. This is how I separate my stocks. Are you ready? Okay? This is how I separate my stocks. By the calendar. Why? Because the calendar tells me when each company is going to pay their dividend. Why is that important to me? Well, it's important to me because the stocks that I like have a tendency. Listen to these words, carefully. All the stocks that I specifically like myself have a tendency to increase in value before the dividend date. Okay, these little green dots are the dividend dates. Now there's 9,600 different companies in the stock market, but only half of them give dividends. The other half take all their profits, put it back into the company. Okay, so AVGO, BBY, IFF, Maine, QSR, blah, 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 all these companies having a dividend. Now, do I care what industry they're in? No, I really don't. Okay, GGX, GL, RGLD. Okay, well, they're all three different industries. I don't really care what kind of industry they're in. The only thing I care about is, are they consistently increasing their dividends? Am I getting more money every single year? That's my main concern. Are they consistently profitable? I don't want to put my money into a company that I'm not 100% sure that they're consistently profitable, because it doesn't make sense to me. You guys got to figure out what's right for you. Now, I look at a company that's 100 years old and they consistently increase their dividends year after year after year after year. I don't care about stock appreciation. I don't. I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. 1%. So if a stock, hold on, let's move this out of the way. This is AT&T. It went from 14 bucks all the way up to 21. What did it do? Look closely, and then you'll understand. You might get it, you might not. And if you don't get it, hey, that's fine. Okay, a year ago, up, down, 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 up, down. I can keep doing that for the next 5 or 10 or 15 years, because that's all stocks do. Okay, yeah, if you bought it here at 14 and now it's at 21, well, you just made 17 bucks. Whoop-de-doo, 17 bucks off of a $14 investment. Okay, fine. But what would I do? I would I would sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. Okay, you're holding on to it, hypothetically, for a whole year to make that. I'm buying and selling every single week. So, 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, all the way up to 50% by the end of the year. So you made more than I did, but I got 50% of my whole portfolio. And I like a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. But that's me. I'm not looking for capital appreciation, because stocks don't always go up. And I'm not buying to hold on to it for a whole year. Because if you're buying it here and you're selling it there, or you're just holding on to it, well, how are you paying your bills? I'm 60 years old. The money I have set aside, you gotta pay my bills, my expenses. Okay, we're all going to get there at some point in time. We're all going to retire. We are all at some point going to say, well, how much am I bringing in every month? How is my lifestyle going to change by that scenario? All right, let's keep on going. What platform are you trading on? Okay, Bremer Music, I'm trading on. Ooh, look at this. Woohoo! Oh, it's gone. Anyway, what was I just saying? That's funny. Oh, looking on something else. All right, let's keep on going. What's the name on voting machines? No thanks. Kohl's, please. Let's take a look at Kohl's. Kohl's. Now, I do have Kohl's, just in case you're wondering. A year ago, we're sitting at 24. Our bottom's at 18. We got a double top at $29.50, and we're currently at $19.87. Another down day today. Okay, fine. I have Kohl's. I don't mind. Let's take a look at the last 30 days for Kohl's. Okay, here we are for Kohl's. This one, it looks a mess, but if you look closely, okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. She's in the middle of a down cycle. So hypothetically speaking, she should drop down to 19 or 1880, somewhere in that area within the next couple of days. Well, doesn't do us any good, because the next couple of days is going to take us into next week. So Kohl's is going to be great for next week if you're buying. If you're selling, is Kohl's on next week? Yep, Kohl's is down for next week. Okay? Why? Hello, my man. Astra's a no. LEP, never even heard of it. So if I say I've never heard of it, it's usually a no. Okay? LEP, can't find that. ABBV, AbbVie. AbbVie is a dividend king. It's been around for a while. Nice choice there, Charles. Here's our high. Here's our low. It's going to be a no for this week. AbbVie will probably be good in 3 weeks. 3 weeks for AbbVie. Okay? Look at where she is. 30 days ago, we dropped down here. Here's our bottom there. Here's our top. Pulled back right there. Yep. Way too much space here, in my humble opinion. Now remember, this is just my humble opinion. You guys best doing your own research yourself. I like DTR much better than DG. Demo, way to go. I like DG. I don't like DTR, like DLTR. Have you heard of O? A-Train I have. That's one of my all-time favorites. A-Train. Okay, you're up. Seriously, you are. You're not going to like it, but you're up. Let's go. Let's take a look at this wonderful O of yours, because you're making it sound like I've never heard of it and I've never seen it. Okay, so O, here we go. Number one, hell no, it's a monthly. It does not pay the same. Okay, I'm looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I'm not quite sure if you actually understood that the first time I said it, because you're new here. A-Train, awesome name. It really is. I would remember it. But this is the first time you're here, so I'm going to go a little easy on you. But oh, here's the thing. Monthly optionable stock, which means I can write a covered call once a month. Okay, once a month, what is that? 12 to 24% a year? Okay, fine. But it gets worse. Let's go take a look at Yahoo Finance and take a look how well O pays out on dividends, because that's my precursor. My precursor. Whoa, wait a second. Am I reading that right? Realty Income Corporation has no dividends at this time period? How can that be right? That can't be right. Dividends only. Yeah. Look at that, A-Train. There are, I'll read it slower so you can get it. There are no dividends in the time period selected. O is a no. Now, let's see what else do we have for O. It doesn't even have the dividend and the yield. It doesn't tell me how much am I making on a monthly or annual basis. So how do I know if it's a good investment or not? So what is it that you like about O, other than the fact that they pay out monthly? Okay? Alrighty. So, sorry, A-Train. O's a no. Pushing up stock for tomorrow's debate, maybe. Cool beans. AAP. Andrea, how are you today? Advanced Auto Parts. AAP. AAP. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me check one more thing before I move on. Okay, so okay, financecharts.com. Okay, are you ready for this? Financechart.com says the 20-year total return compounded annual growth rate for O is 11.14%. Research the performance history and total returns O Realty. 11. Is that correct? 11.14%. Now, I'm telling you, or I'm showing you how to get a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, 1% per week is over 50% per year. But you think, oh, Realty is wonderful, but they have no weekly options, which means I can only do a covered call once per month. And that's going to get me a grand total of, what, 12 to 24% if I'm lucky? But what is the yield? What happens if I dump a bunch of money into O? And over the last 20 years, they've averaged 11% per year. And you think that's good? NVIDIA is going to be a no. And the reason why NVIDIA is a no. What? I just got booted. How the heck did I get booted? All right, here it is, AAP. All right. Andrea, AAP. We'll take a look at that in a second. Royalty on Adele's music. I have no idea what that means. All right, Advanced Auto Parts. Here we are. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here where we were. Here where we are. Here's the direction it's going. It's dropping like a rock. It's at 39 at the moment. 39 is going for 76, which is 60, 78. Just a little bit below 2% for the week. But here's the thing. Do you like Advanced Auto Parts? Okay? Now, there's a bunch of them around where I live. The last 30 days for Advanced Auto Parts. Take a gander at this. 30 days ago, we're at 61. We hit a high at 63, gap down from 62 to 48, kept on going. Now we're at 38. 38.72 to be more specific. Okay, so you jump in. Now, this could be the 30-day bottom. But you can't have a bottom without it turning around and going back up again. See, tomorrow could be even lower. The day after could be lower. I like 2 days to the upside to show me exactly where where the bottom is. All right, so we got an hour and a half under our belt. Let's see what we can do. I have Snap below 8.5 tomorrow. What the heck is Snap? Okay. SNAP. Okay, they don't have any dividends either. So why are we looking at them? Okay, Snap has no dividend, so it's not on my list, so I can't tell you anything about it. Sorry. The one and only, woohoo, has showed up. Let's all bow down to the one and only and say no to NVIDIA. Your thoughts on Siri? Well, let's take a look at Siri. See what Siri looks like, Paul. Uh-oh. That was funny. I'm missing a lot of these questions. I'm sorry, guys. Holy shit. Do you tell people when to sell and buy? Absolutely not. What do you think about funded accounts? Okay. Paul's Walls. I like how you try to go through all your comments. Makes me feel valued. Well, I'm making the effort at it. I'm broke. Holy I'm sorry, dude. My name's James. Pleased to meet you. What were your parents thinking when they named you? Nice explanation. You like it? Lisa, how are you today? Lovely picture. 13th Inman. He lists all his trades on the website. Yep. Thank you, Redneck. You know, Redneck, I don't give you enough credit. Thank you very much. You and a few others constantly answering some of the questions. Your name's James, too? Peace, brother. All right, anyway. What do you think about funded accounts? RC, I have no idea what you mean by a funded account. Okay? Because it could mean almost anything. Coffee break logistics. Cool beans. Any military stocks? Well, of course I have military stocks, but I don't isolate them. I don't categorize them. Okay, now Diane, I gave you my opinion on this a second ago. I don't categorize my stocks in any other manner, shape, or form other than when they pay out their dividends. Mystic Groove. Do I have crypto? I don't do crypto yet. Okay? I don't do crypto only because it's not real here yet. What do I mean by that is I cannot go to the store and buy a cup of coffee with cryptocurrency. Can't do it. I can't pay my bills with cryptocurrency until we can. Then it's just a fad, in my opinion. In other parts of the world, yes, they can do it. But here, not yet, so it doesn't mean anything yet. Bank of America. I love Bank of America. Inspire me more. How you doing? 14 all the way to 21. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. PHX, that's 50%. That's a long way. What? Is Astrospace listed? I've never heard of it. Now, Diana, I don't know if it's Diana. Now, Diana, I only trade stocks that I know who they are. Astrospace, never heard of them. Okay, until they have 20 years of increased dividends, that's a no to me. They have medical technology stock at cheap prices. I'm sure they do. But, you know, I love all the little tidbits of advice you guys give. Great, awesome, it's wonderful. But you're, I don't know how to say this politely, but you're in the wrong room because I'm retired. I like a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I don't like risk, okay? Now, when I was younger, yeah. When I was younger, I did crypto. When I was younger, I did Forex. When I was younger, I did futures. When I was younger, I did day trading. I did all that stuff. Now I'm retired. I have no desire whatsoever to punch a time clock. I've been working since 1973. Now, for those you can't count, that's a long freaking time. Okay, my very first job with Old Man Simmons Farm. Okay, shoveling. All right, shoveling shit. You know, tending to, yeah, okay. You know, planting. We had a couple thousand tomato plants. We had a couple acres of cornfields, and then we had acres and acres of woods where we had to go out in this beat up old pickup truck, cut down the trees, cut them and split them, and load the truck up. Yeah, you know, I was like 13 years old. You know, splitting logs and yeah, no, thank you. I have no desire to continue working. I'm kinda enjoying retirement. Today I slept most of the day. It was cool. I binged watched on Netflix while I fell asleep. Okay, so when you get here, retirement, you can do whatever you want. So certain things I don't like to do. And it's a waste of my time because there are other people that are better off with crypto. There are other people. I'm a truck driver now. Cool beans. There are other people that are better at crypto. There are other people that are better at Forex. Other people that are better at futures and all that kind of neat stuff. It's a long way for retirement. Dude, it's coming whether you like it or not. It is. I didn't think I'd ever hit 60, but here I am. Anyway, let's keep on moving. What would you say your win rate was for the 1% is? Woohoo! Just Drew. How are you doing, Just Drew? Well, now I share 3 accounts with you guys, okay? Account 1, no losses. Account 2, I think it was 2 losses. And account 3, 3 losses. So 0, 2, and 3. and the 3 different accounts I share with you guys. Okay, what are the metrics you look into before buying and selling? Well, I think I already said that. Here's the matrix. You ready? 20 years of increased dividends and weekly option. That's the basics. Then I don't want to buy it at a high. I don't want to buy it at a low. I want to buy it somewhere in between. I want to make sure it has a good, decent premium. So the premium here with Snap at $8.55 to $8.50 is going for 19 cents a share. Lovely. Not that this is on my list. I'm just saying that's what I'm looking for. If I'm buying it at $8.55, tomorrow I can sell the $8.50s for 19 cents a share. That is over 3%. Well, I like 3%. Paul's Walls, I'm drinking water and honey. Okay, I slept all day, so I have plenty of energy. What platform are you trading on? Thinkorswim and Robinhood. That was funny. Glad you like it. Tesla, please. Sandman, you know what? I appreciate you want to jump in the conversation, but as you recall, we haven't had that conversation yet. You send me your number, you missed 1 digit, so I couldn't call you. But if you take a look at the title, on the name of this page, on the name of this live, on the name of this show, whatever you want to call it, it is Dividends for Weekly Cash Flow. Tesla does not have dividends. Tesla is not on my list. No way, shape, or form. Okay, I like Intel, Andrea. What's the symbol? INTC. What platform are you trading on? We already did that one. You buying and selling the stock every week, or are you trading, selling options against the stock? John, good question. Now, John, if you take a look at this lovely little calendar right here, you will see these green dots. All these green dots represent a company that is paying out a dividend. The green date represents the ex-dividend date. Now, for those you don't know, there's 4 dates to remember. Date number 1 is the announcement date. Plain and simple. Hey, we're having a dividend. This is the day. The announcement date. Date number 2, the ex-dividend date. That's the little green dots. See all the little green dots? That is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. Very, very important date, because I use that date to tell me when to start looking at the charts, when to start looking at the numbers. But I do it 2 weeks before the dividend. See, the dividend is here, see, on these 3 companies, DGX, GL, and RGLD. So if I want to collect this dividend, I have to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday. So I buy it on a Monday at the market price opening of the day at 9:30 a.m. I then, in turn, sell somebody the rights, not the obligation, the rights to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it. And what do I get in return? Okay, stock price, strike price, premium collected. Okay, stock price $8.55. The closest strike price is the $8.50. Now, I understand I'm losing 5 cents right at the top, okay? Take the 5 cents off this, I'm walking away with 14 cents per share. Now, 14 cents per share on an $18 stock, that's just a little bit less than 2%. All right? I think that's my cue to get off. I felt that pain. Holy shit. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, Andre, I think we already looked at Intel today. INTC. We did. See that big drop right there, Andrea? Okay, 30 days ago. The 9th right here. Okay, 30 days ago we're at 20. We jumped up to 22. Now we're at 1907. I like 2 days to the upside. There's our 30-day bottom on Friday. This is Monday at 1907. The 19s are going for 48. You take 11 cents off of it, so I'm walking away with 37. 37 on a $19 stock is 2%. Now you ask yourself the question, do I like Intel? Intel's paying 2% if I buy it. If I buy it tomorrow morning, 1911. Sell the 19s, 48 cents. I walk away with 37. 37 is 2%. Okay? But Here's the thing. I like 2 days to the upside. All right, I'm just going to go through the questions, and I'm not going to do any more because I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you, so I'll just go with the questions, and then I'm going to call it a night. Sorry. Tyrese, how are you today? Oh, shit. I'm not doing that good. Ralphie, I can't tell you that yes or no. You have to figure out that one on your own. I showed you the numbers. I showed you the chart. You got to figure out if that's right for you. Diane, I don't follow Astrospace because I have no idea where they are. You're welcome. Charlo, are most of the best dividend stocks currently above book value? Nope. Ford is below book value. General Motors is below book value. I think Bank of America might be. All right, Diane, I really do appreciate all your questions. Really, 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 honestly, I do. I love the interaction you guys have. But you're missing a couple of key points. Okay? This is the third time, Diana, you asked me to isolate my stocks by either a sector or by a group. And this will be the third time I tell you specifically. I do not separate my stocks at all. I really honestly don't care what they do. They can make juicy fruit bubble gum snowmen on sidewalk in the hot sun. I really honestly don't care. As long as they're consistently profitable and they have their dividends clearly stated. I don't care. See, this could be a gas stock, this could be a military stock, this could be a gold stock, this could be personal finance, this could be, I honestly don't care. Seriously, and I don't know how to express that to you enough, because you asked me the exact same question 3 different times. What about alcohol stocks? I don't separate them that way. What about military stocks? I don't separate them that way. Okay, I don't separate my stocks any way other than when they pay their dividend. Now, to get onto my personal calendar, well, they have to have 20 years of increased dividends. That's all I care about. And then weekly options. Well, because those are the 2 criteria that I'm looking for, safety and predictability. Okay, well, if they have dividends for more than 20 consecutive years, well, that means they're 20 years of doing what is right in order to be a profitable company. Because you cannot increase your payments to your shareholders unless you're profitable. And if you're profitable for 20 years or more, well, that's good for me. That's what I'm looking for. Consistency and predictability. If the company is consistently profitable, year after year after year after year, I'm talking 20 years, that's what I'm looking for. There's 300 companies that are available. So I take all those 300 companies, I put them into the calendar, then I go in and I dissect them. Well, what's the book value? I sure shit ain't doing NVIDIA. NVIDIA was $1,200 a couple of weeks ago. The book value is $2. So what happens when you buy a company at $1,200 and only thing you get out of it is $2? Because that's all it's worth. If you liquidate everything the company owns, you're walking away with $2. What is the dividend on NVIDIA? 1 penny. How can you possibly have 20 years of increased dividends if your dividend is only 1 penny? All right, I'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so sorry about that. Jellyfish, I'm sorry, I meant XND. Really? I have no idea what XND is. And usually, when I say I have no idea what that is, XND, usually 9 times out of 9, it's a no, because XND is a 100 micro index. Well, it's in an index. They have dividends they have options every day. But do they have dividends? Well, let's find out. XND. No dividends at all. Why the hell are we looking at it then? All right, next. You just buying the shares and selling covered calls. John, quick, right to the point. You are 100% right. Inspire Me More. Coney is a really weird stock. Gives a 90% dividend. Must be a money laundering of some kind. Well, Inspire Me More, you've been here long enough, okay, and you're a part of the morning trading group. So I'm feeling bad about yelling at you. Okay? Seriously. Here we go. What the hell are you thinking? Let's pull up Coney. C-O-N-Y. Let's go backwards so I can find out the right numbers. C-O-N-Y. Okay, now we're going to take a look at Coney, and you're going to see why they're paying a 90% dividend. Okay, check out the dates. 2024, 2023. This company's not even a year old yet. Okay, so if they're giving out $1 a month, $1.21, $1.08, $2.46, $2.69, $1.08, $1.66, $2.79, $2.28, $1.70, $1.57, $1.01, $1.04. Okay, it's going down. The dividend is getting less and less and less. It's not even a year old yet. Okay, so when a brand new company goes public, what do? Well, they get all these investors dumping a bunch of money in. And that money is going to pay dividends, 90% dividends, to poor suckers like you. I couldn't find a better way of saying it. Because you're looking at the dividend only. You're not looking at the historical performance of the company. The company's only a year old or only been paying a dividend for a year. They can afford to inflate the dividend. There's no consistency, no predictability, no historical performance behind this. Okay, I don't know how many times to say no. No, 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 and hell no. Okay, I like companies that have consistent profits. You can't go consistent profits with a one-year-old company. Sorry, you can't do it. And they're going to sucker you in because they're going to give you a 90% dividend. Well, what's it going to go in a year? Well, what did it do last year? I don't know. It wasn't around last year. Okay? SO, Southern? Yeah, no. Only been around for a year. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Inspired Me More. I'm trying to tell you. I'm kind of crazy, James. And Diana, we all a little bit crazy. Charles, most stocks pay quarterly or monthly dividends. How are you getting a weekly dividend stock list? Charles, you weren't paying attention. The title of the show is called Dividend Stock Talk. Okay, investing in dividend stocks for a safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. It says nothing at all that the company's paying out weekly dividends. They don't. Weekly options. How about the Bucks football team? I liked them better when they had what's his name? I forget his name. I've been to a live game once, the Bucks game. It reminded me of a high school game. It's all it looked like. You're in the field, boom. Same thing in a high school game. Ralphie, Micron Technology, MU. I like Micron Technology. We're not going to do a lot more. All right. Oh, so Charles, yeah, we're doing companies that have weekly options. You see this right here? 9 September. That's this Friday. 10. Can't do that one. That's weekly. And that's daily. I don't do daily. Okay. 13 September. That's this Friday. 20 September. That's next Friday. 27 September. That's 2 Fridays away. 4 October. 3 Fridays away. Every single Friday. Every week. Weekly options on a dividend stock that has increased its profits for more than 20 consecutive years. I like Micron Technology, but we're not looking at anything else today. Loving Dell as a company and the setup for the 212 Strat option call. Well, alrighty then. Snapchat, Ralphie, no, it hasn't been around for 20 years. Andrea, let's Snapchat, yeah. Micron, yep, okay. I missed a lot of questions. Honey and garlic and onions. Really? Honey, garlic, and onions? Any gas? Oh my goodness. I love Walgreens. Any gas companies? Yes, a whole bunch of them. No worries. You did a fantastic job tonight. I have Ford shares. I bought Ford yesterday. What's today? Is today Monday? This happens when you retire. You forget what day it is. I think it's Monday. Hope you get better. 86, how are you today? Opinions on PSEC. PSEC's a no. Opinion on Walgreens. I like Walgreens. I don't know the names of stocks. Diana, I'm going to disagree with you because you do. There's Ford, General Motors, AIG, Home Depot, Lowe's, Nordstrom's, Kohl's, Macy's, Home Depot, Lowe's, IBM, AT&T. You know the names. Colgate, Palmolive, Clorox. Let's keep on going. Budweiser is going to be a no. They're monthly. How does one create your personal dividend calendar? All right, Charles. When I tell people I like Thinkorswim trading platform, I like Thinkorswim trading platform because I've been using it for 20 years. Now, 15 years ago, I wrote a book on all the different trading platforms. I actually went to every single trading platform, signed up, got an account there, and I played with them. And I gave my opinion in a book that I've written 12 or 15 years ago. Okay? Out of all of them, this is the only one that gave me everything I want. Well, it gives me the seasonality. It gives me the dividend calendar. And it also gives me, as far as I know, what's called a trigger trade. That's where I can buy and sell at the exact same time and have my profit already included in. Buy now, though, at the low, right? Okay, Joshua. What are we talking about, Joshua? Now, Joshua, I'm not going to insult you in any way, shape, or form. However, not one coming really. However, I've got YouTube here, TikTok here, Instagram here, Facebook there, and another YouTube down here. So I have so many questions coming and going. Okay, 2 little words, 3 little words don't really help me out. I need to know the complete thought you're talking about. But now, I have no idea what that means. Okay, buy now though at low right. I have no idea what that means. Okay, we all know make your money in the stock market, buying low and selling high. Yep, that's my cue. Oh, damn it. SPYI is a no. PSEC is a no because I don't know what I'm asking. Actually, you kind of do. What am I doing here? Trying to figure stocks out. Okay, Diana, I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone. Stick to what you know. Okay? Now, if you're over the age of 18, you've heard of AT&T. You've heard of ExxonMobil. You've heard of Chevron. You've heard of Hess. You've heard of Bank of America. You've heard of Wells Fargo. You've heard of Home Depot. You've heard of Lowe's. You've heard of Nordstrom's, Kohl's, maybe Kroger. I don't know. Okay? But stick to what you know. Okay? Alrighty. Macy's. I like Macy's. SCHD. Oh man, do I so badly want to pick on you today, SCHD. COP. ConocoPhillips. Hope you get well soon. So do I. I think yesterday I spoke like 12 words. Today I had 4 phone calls to reply to, and then you guys got me going for over an hour. So I'm almost done for the night. Michael never heard of CTRA. I learned how to invest and get cash weekly. Kaylor, how are you? How can you invest and get weekly cash flow? All right, Kaylor. See this right here? It's T. That's AT&T. AT&T has been in business for over 100 years. Okay, see what it does? It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What we look for is the last 30 days. Let's take a look at this right here. How about right there? Okay, we like looking at the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, she goes up, she comes down. She goes up, she comes down. Look at that bottom right there. Okay, we see a bottom like that. Well, I like 2 days to the upside, not quite there. She comes back down again. I like keeping an eye on the chart, okay, because the chart tells me, excuse me, the charts tell me when is the right time to buy. I like to buy when it comes down and starts moving back up, because that's all stocks do. They go up and they come down. They go up and they come down. Well, when they come down, they get to a certain point. Okay, here's a good one for you right here. Check this out. Same company, AT&T. Look, here's your 30-day bottom right around here. She goes up, comes down. Goes up, comes down. Look, here's the bottom right here. 1 day to the upside, 2 days to the upside. Well, what happens after the second day of the upside? Look, she went up. And then she went up again and again and again. Does it happen all the time? No. But if you pick a good, solid company, you know who AT&T is. They've been around for a while. It's not like Sally Seashells or Tommy's Shoes or Peter's Pizza. No, no, no. This is AT&T. They've been around for 100 years. You know who they are. So always buy a good quality company that you know and that you understand. And you know what AT&T does. Reach out and touch someone. What about monthly options with weekly? Oh my, all right, you asked. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. Okay, here we go. Thoughts on CTRA? Sorry, Mike. Intel? Yes, I like it. I am very tired, but I want to be able to learn how to investigate cash payouts per week. All right, so Kaylor, show up again tomorrow night. Now, it's going to take me a while to get this thing under control. What I got to do is stop speaking so much and just chill. All right? 90 minutes, it's an hour and a half. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to do more than an hour and a half. Other than that, you guys have a great night. I'm going to save my voice so I can yell at someone tomorrow. No, Aaron, how you doing? How to contact you? Do you have only more? Okay, good. All right, we're touching on that one. There are 27 other people pretending to be me. So be careful who you talk to. All right, if you really want to talk to me, DM me with your phone number. I will give you a call. Okay? That being said, you guys have a great night. All right, you guys down here, you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. This is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks, weekly cash flow for a safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Have a great night. Talk to you tomorrow.